Well, hey guys, my name is Aaron Jensen. I'm with Homestar Financial, and today I get to interview Stephanie Sandefur. She's with Bellator in Fairhope, but she's got something very unique about her that I love and we want to talk about today, and that she is a realtor, but she's also an artist.
Thank you.
So, thank you for joining today in this
Yes.
interview. First thing I want to talk about is how long have you been in real estate?
I just finished my 6th year and in February began my 7th year.
It's great. And how's it going so far?
I've actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy ride.
Yeah, I'm
and,
sure.
and I've learned a lot.
Uh-huh.
And I really do think this is the best profession for me because although, there's a lot of, organization, there's a lot of strategic planning,
Sure.
working with customers, clients, title companies, but I also get to be creative.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I like to be able to give that creative touch.
Yeah, and so that was one of the things I want to talk about is your creativity, because like I said, what makes you different, and I work with a lot of realtors, the thing that makes you different is your artistic ability. So how do you implement your art into being a realtor?
So when I first started, I was very just eager to, every single contract I wanted to have an original painting specific to my client for every single transaction. But by my
As a
second,
closing gift?
correct, as
Okay.
a closing gift, I should say that. But by my 2nd year, I got so stressed out because sometimes I'd have
Right.
5, 6, 7 closings in one month, and I'd stay up at night trying to paint these original paintings.
Yeah, it's like you're working 2 jobs.
Correct. So I was able to, in my mind, have a happy medium, and so I have about 15 different paintings that are ones that people really like, and I get high quality prints made of them,
Mhm.
and then I frame them and I give those as gifts. And depending on,
That's
as I
awesome.
get to know the clients, I can
Yeah.
figure out, okay, that person likes the outdoors, this
Yeah.
person likes abstract art, this person likes florals, and so I'm able to give them something that's personable, but I'm not completely stressed out before
Right.
closing.
Right. So where did that idea come from to give, house paintings to clients?
So I would say probably it was my mom.
Mhm.
My mom, it was very mind blowing to her when I said, I think I want to be a realtor because I was an art teacher before, and
Yeah.
she said, why don't you paint an original painting for every single one of your clients? And I'm like,
Wow.
wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So I've kind of adjusted and adapted.
Yeah.
Something I've been doing is for every single client, either listing or buying. If it's a listing, I create an illustration before the listing goes public, and I use that as my marketing, one of my marketing tools throughout.
Right. Okay.
hmm
That's great.
And then if I represent the buyer, I give that as a closing gift, and then regardless, I use them as my advertising afterwards as well.
Okay. I got you.
Mhm.
That's really great. So let's talk about you said you were an art teacher before you were a
Yes.
realtor.
Yes.
So where did art start for you?
I would probably say when I was about probably 1 or 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I looked at my baby books, probably more like 2, but
Uh-huh.
but my dad was in sales, and he had these giant books of where they kept all their catalogs, and
Yeah.
so when he was done, he would just give my sisters and I all this paper, which, I mean, when you're a kid, you just want to draw on anything. So we
Right,
would have
yeah.
boxes, and we would
Did
just
you
draw.
color inside the lines or outside of the lines?
I don't know, I have to ask my mom. Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I always was the kid that was doing, like, well, you're a lot younger than me, but we would have like a book club, and we would do a contest for it. We'd have a poster contest. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Did y'all have those?
We didn't have those, but I
Okay.
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
We'd have bookmark contests, and whoever won the picture, everybody got that bookmark at the end. And so by the time I got to high school, I knew that I wanted to do art.
Wow.
So I was in art author school, and then I went to college for art.
Okay. And where did you go?
Well, I started at Valdosta,
Okay.
and then I graduated from University of Georgia.
Okay. So are you a bulldog?
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
Cut
Yes,
the
I
film,
am.
I'm just kidding.
And my oldest, Oscar, is obsessed with Georgia football. Like,
Yeah.
his entire room over the years, we have everything from a Georgia
Yeah.
piggy bank to
Oh, wow.
a framed Nick Chubb jersey that we got signed in person.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Just
the Bulldog fan.
all in.
Just all in.
That's
Yes.
great. That's
Mhm.
great. So how did you transition into real estate?
So I was a teacher
Mm-hmm.
until my youngest. I taught at Spanish Fort Elementary School.
Okay.
And I was pregnant with my youngest child, and it got to be the way that they wanted to change me going to different schools.
Mm-hmm.
It just was too much with 3 little kids.
Yeah.
So I stayed at home for a few years, and then I went into business with a friend of mine, and we opened up Paint Slingers, which was an art gallery, but also you could go and paint. We did
Right.
camps and
Yeah.
had that thing, but after 3 years, the rent got so expensive, we unfortunately had to close.
Yeah.
So, long story short, during that time, my teaching certificate lapsed. And because of the way I was certified K through 12, I had to take all upper level classes for 1 year to
Yeah.
renew my teaching certificate.
Wow.
Not
Okay.
knowing if I was going to get a job.
Yeah.
So one of my friends said, "Well, you can talk to anybody. Why don't you go into real estate?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Not,
Who is that friend? Can we shout him
well,
out?
no, not right now because that's for later. So once I started doing that, the test was the hardest part.
Yeah.
And the test, you don't really use that information that much.
Yeah.
Real estate is more about people skills.
Yeah. It sure. Yeah. It
Mhm.
definitely is, especially on the lending
Mhm.
side. Like, we have a test as well on the lending
Mhm.
side, and it is maybe use like maybe 20% of it, but the rest of it is just working with people,
Right.
and helping people. And so that's so true. That's so true. So, what's your favorite thing about real estate?
It would have to be the people.
Yeah.
I enjoy working with people. I enjoy people that appreciate the services that I provide. Because, you
Yeah.
know, sometimes you do get those people that don't appreciate you, but it's the
Yeah.
people that afterwards come back.
Mhm.
It's the people afterwards that call you. It's the people afterwards that say, "Hey, my sister, brother, cousin," I'm not kidding,
Yeah.
the Shivers,
Yeah.
and the Barrows, they are families that I think of them as extended family because they've
Yeah.
treated me like that. So,
Yeah. And you know, the whole real estate transaction is such a personal thing. You
Mhm,
know,
mhm.
your dreams are coming alive.
Right.
And so the person that is walking with you hand in
Mhm,
hand,
mhm.
does become really important to you. And so, yeah, real estate is a very personal business, and relational business.
It really is, and I know that there's some parts of real estate, probably commercial isn't because you're just dealing directly
Right.
with businesses.
Sure, sure.
But definitely residential sales. You have to get to know your clients
Yeah,
on some level.
yeah. So, where can people find your artwork?
Well, the pieces that I have not sold yet, I'm able to display my artwork at my real estate office in
Okay.
downtown Fairhope, right in the middle of downtown, right across the street from the Welcome Center.
Right, okay.
Mhm. And before COVID, pre-COVID, on a regular basis, we had Art Walk where we would have it open to the public.
Isn't that first Friday of every month?
Yes, it's first
Okay.
Friday of every month, and then we also have we we have private parties where
Mhm.
we have music. We have a musician, Randy Branch, that plays. He's
Mhm.
also a real estate agent, and then my artwork is there. A lot of times, I'll also invite other artists to display their artwork.
Wow, okay.
On just it might be a short-term basis, maybe a few months, maybe 6 months, and that's just a way to get the art community into
Sure.
our office.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
great. That's
Mhm.
great. So, where can people connect with you, find your artwork, your real estate information if they're looking for a realtor?
The easiest way would be to go to my business website, which is StephSandefurSells.com. I was told by marketing recently that I don't have to put the www
Okay.
before it, and I did not even know that.
It's true. It's
I,
true.
I did not know that. And then that way, there's little links within both websites that you can connect to my art, and I've got my art, Facebook page. I have my business Facebook page and Instagram as well.
Sure.
So,
And we can put all that in the description so people
Yes.
can easily find you. So,
correct.
thank you so much for
Yes.
the interview. This has been great.
Yes. Thank you for interviewing me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, thank you guys for watching. See you soon.
Thank you.